like army ants, they could form a human chain or an ant chain or a crab chain and get out of the crab bucket. But when the crabs will all leave each other alone till the biggest crab goes over and starts trying to climb out. And crabs will come over and grab him by the legs and try to pull him back down. And I thought that was a good, the term's not parable or good analogy. What's the best term to describe that? But, and that's why the system tells us torture and secret arrest and murder and killing is good. That's why they teach people when somebody else fails, you get ahead. When in truth, a rising tide raises all ships. A lowering tide lowers all ships. The truth is, if you talk to most people, they say, yeah, even people that attack me, they say, Alex Jones woke me up, but he's bad. See, they don't understand what Christ said about judge a tree by its fruits. But it doesn't bother me. I've gained more wisdom over the years, and I know that that is a symptom of our success against the New World Order. But I look at all the good people out there who have discernment and understand what's going on and how they are ignoring the disinformation and how they're moving forward. Because these minions and these fellow travelers of evil and weakness, they're just frustrated and feel powerless, and it makes their ego feel good to be able to ignore all of my work and just say, I, the troll, am good. Alex Jones is bad. I feel sorry for those people. But they do win when we divert from all the information we have and warning people about the poison in the food and the water and how it's done by design and how we can say no to these products and no to these vaccines. If we just stay focused on warning people, I want to warn new people. I'm not here to talk to the choir. When I do talk to the choir, like I've been doing in the last 10 minutes, it is only to get you to look inward and realize how you can do a better job. And so the caller from D.C. brought up those points. I thought they were very, very central and extremely informative. And Obama's done it just minutes ago. He signed the sweeping financial overhaul into law. It's not just Alex Jones saying this. It's Ron Paul and Judge Andrew Napolitano. Many others have analyzed the bill. And it expands the Federal Reserve dictatorship by several orders. It is just incredibly bad news. But it's the beginning of their end, because now they're identified as the ruling elite. Not their puppet Obama, not their puppet George W. Bush, or their puppet Mitt Romney or Sarah Palin or any of these people. They're bought and paid for by the globalists that make up the false left-right paradigm. The controllers in their own writings have been pointing out we're in trouble because the people now are looking at the real shadow government. It's now in the news about top secret America and the 850+ thousand highest level security level private corporate spies that we've talked so much about. This is a private corporate takeover. They've gone in, paid off the government to have the government give them government power so they can then go in and take over. So the sky's the limit. Now listen, I want to go through your calls quickly. These calls are all profound, though. So I'm going to go to Frank, Jeremy, Walt, Robert, Kirby, and others when we start the second hour. Then I got a bunch of news coming up. Stay with us.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty Films.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Okay, coming up at the bottom of the hour, got a huge news blitz coming up. Obama has signed the sweeping financial overhaul bill into law, giving the Federal Reserve even more power over the complete economy. They create the crisis, offer the solution. False flag cyber attack to take down the internet. I want to get into this. Our top story today, and a lot of other key information that's coming up. But let's go to your phone calls right now. Frank in Wisconsin, you're on the air, Frank.
Yeah, hey, Alex, appreciate you taking my call. Listen to you all the time, and we're up here in what they call God's country, and there's so much I'd love to talk to you about, and but I just really want to tell you the great job you're doing.
Well, I appreciate you, and I appreciate all of you getting the word out about what's really happening in this world. There's an unprecedented awakening taking place.
I'm trying. I go out and I put up flyers on bulletin boards telling people, you know, they need to listen to Alex Jones and InfoWars and wake up to what's really going on here in our world. And sometimes as fast as I put them up, though, they're taken down. And it's like, you know, are these people, you know, what's wrong with, you know, society? They need really to wake up.
Well, they don't want to be reminded about the bad things that are happening. They think if they just procrastinate and ignore it, everything's going to be all right. But it doesn't take a majority to fix society. It takes a highly motivated, focused, tireless minority. And our minority is much bigger per capita than when it was in the 1770s. So we're going to win this if we just persevere by the sheer force of numbers and the fact that we have right on our side.
Hey, I'm hoping. I'm praying all the time. Like this is, we're here in God's country. Well, I used to live in Florida, and one of the reasons I moved up here, I thought it was a safe place to have my family. It's clean. It's we have the world's largest concentration of fresh water here. But you know, they're everywhere. Just wasn't that long ago. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me the FBI was going into some of the tattoo parlors and wanting names of people that are getting certain types of tattoos.
Oh, no, we've got the flyers they give them at gun shops, tattoo parlors, everywhere. If somebody's missing a finger, which a lot of farmers are, if somebody's got burns on their hands, which most farmers do, that I've known, then they must be terrorists. This entire anti-terror apparatus is for we the people. I really do appreciate your call. And I saw a story last Friday, and it was in my stack. Will you guys reprint it? It dealt with federal government creating fund to buy more land. And just the other night, I saw Louis Gohmert on C-SPAN back there in the kitchen, in the coffee room here at the office. And he had a map up of western states. Over 90% of Nevada, federal. Over 80% of Utah, federal. Many of those states are over 70%, some even higher. And he was showing just little bitty slivers that are not federal, and then most of that is state. And so the feds now have passed a new tax and a new multi-billion-dollar a year fund to go force people to sell their property to them. And if you fly in an airplane, you see how much land there is. Humans have this hallucination, this false perception, what do they call those pictures you hang on the wall? Pictures where it's got a hidden image that you can't see. Yeah, those magic eye pictures, or it's a visual illusion. Where we all live in cities, 90% of us and growing, it's almost above 90%. And so we see the cars, the people, the lines, and we think, oh my gosh, there's too many people. But I mean, just drive in any direction outside your town or city, and you'll see most of the farms aren't even being tilled. The federal government pays the farmers not to grow food. Meanwhile, I was looking at some statistics the other night. In fact, pull that up, too. I want to double-check those. Africa, just 30 years ago, was almost 800 million, and now it's 500 million. They've gotten rid of a couple 100 million of the Africans. I mean, the population reduction's going on, ladies and gentlemen. The Arabs, the Muslims, won't let the globalists in to abort and poison their food. A lot of the Asians won't. Latin America won't, so their numbers are up. But the globalists run Africa, the colonial powers, and they're murdering those people. And some folks will say, well, there are too many people. Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this.